So this time on Spanish Taster, we're making a roasted red pepper or red capsicum summer salad that is very easy. It only has 4 ingredients and I've included the recipe down below in the description. If Spanish family recipes interest you, then remember to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out. So the first step is to preheat your oven to 200 degrees Celsius, and then you want to put in your cleaned and dried red pepper and a whole head of garlic. Next, I'm going to desalinate the bacalao, the salt cod. Today I'm using migas de bacalao, which is pieces of bacalao. It's already in small pieces. A lot of people don't bother with the soaking, but I like to do it for 2 reasons. One, it's easier to shred the cod, and 2, you have control of the seasoning. Okay, so pour some normal clean water on there, cover it and put it in the fridge for at least a couple of hours. Alright, when your pepper's ready, take it out of the oven and cover it so that it steams. So cover it until it's cold. Once it's cooled, it's just a matter of removing the stalk and the seeds from the inside and then just pulling away all that skin. Just make sure you get that skin off there, and then you have this beautiful flesh underneath. If you have some juice from the pepper, that's fine. Keep that in the dish. That's going to be the final salad dish because that's got a lot of flavor in it as well. Once you get a piece with no seeds and no stalk, you're just going to shred it. Normally you just use your fingers. That's the way my mother-in-law taught me. And you just pull it apart gently along the grain of the pepper, so along the fibers of the pepper. And you're just going for long, thin strips of the red pepper. All right, so just shred that. If you are really uncomfortable using your hands to do this, or you're in a restaurant or something, you can also use 2 forks and just use them to pull it apart. It's important that you don't use a knife because the name of the dish in Valenciano means shredded. So the idea is it's a salad where everything is just ripped apart like this. Just a note about the amounts I'm making here. I've only made quite a small amount for Spanish standards. Usually they would roast as many peppers as fit in the oven. All right, then we're going to take the roasted garlic. Some recipes use raw garlic in this salad. I find it can be a little bit strong, but you have options here. So you can use raw garlic and have it in the oil and sitting with the salad, but not serve that raw garlic, and it will flavor the oil. You could also take a couple of cloves of garlic and microwave them for a few seconds. I like to roast it. So I've used sort of 2 to 3 cloves of the roasted garlic. I've put them in my pestle and mortar with a little bit of salt, and then once I've crushed them up a little bit, I've just added some olive oil. So extra virgin, good quality olive oil. You're going to be eating this raw, you're not cooking it, so you can use the good stuff. Okay, and then scrape that out, and then you're just going to put the garlic, this mashed up garlic, in with the peppers. I've just put a tiny bit of salt, as I said, in with that. It just helps break up the garlic when you're mashing it. Right, so mix that around so there's not just one big lump of roasted garlic. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is get our drained, desalinated salt cod. And we're going to shred that just like we did the peppers, the same sort of shapes, the same sort of rustic look, and you're just putting it all into the same dish. So just to recap about the desalination of the salt cod, what I did was I gave it a couple of hours soaking to get rid of some of the salt, and then I usually add some salt at the end to my taste. Basically, it's a lot easier to add salt than it is to take it away, or it's impossible to take it away. You can find the recipe that I used for this amount in the video in the description, And I've also included a larger yield version and some different options for the garlic that I talked about. So check that out. Okay, so once you've shredded all the salt cod, you can pour some olive oil over the top, and you want to make sure that everything is under the surface of the oil. And there you have it. Chill the mixture in the fridge for a couple of hours or overnight, and before serving, check the seasoning and add your salt a little by little if you need to. Thanks for watching. If you want to know how to make any other Spanish dishes, please let me know in the comments.